One, I told her that she needed to get rid of them bum ass friends. Okay, that's one. Because the friends that she went to, they were all single. A person that's in a relationship cannot get advice from somebody that's single. What's going on, family? It's your boy Ian Christie.
And your main man, Kenyon Harris.
Here again with another episode. You already know. Love and chaos. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We're just going to start it off right away.
Get it.
Kenyon,
Yep.
I don't think you know her. But this is one of, back in high school, we used to help a lot of people a lot. A lot of people a lot. Whatever. Anyway, we used to help a lot of people. And this is one of my homegirls that I recently helped out. I met her in high school. And these are the type of letters that I like, man.
Okay. Let's get into it, man. Let me hear some.
All right, cool. So, starts off by saying, Dear Ian and Kenyon, Ian, thank you for letting me write into your show. I need your help. And Kenyon, Ian told me, she wrote to you, Kenyon, Ian told me he would like to hear how you would answer this situation. That's true. So let me start from the beginning. I'm in a complicated situation and need some advice. A few months ago, I met someone amazing. We connected instantly, and I thought I had the person that I could spend the rest of my life with. He's a great guy, and I love him so much. Ian would say I got a funny way of showing it, which is true. But we get to that. Yeah. But here's the situation. I made a terrible mistake. My boyfriend and I had an argument about him not showing that I belong to him. He says it's fine if men look at me and there is nothing he can do to stop it. But I want him to, pull me over, right? I want him to, pull me in, tell the other guys to back off. Stephanie, we gonna work on your grammar. Ian Ian said that that's a toxic trait that I need to work on. But anyway, we got into a fight, and I was talking to my girls about it. They decided that they wanted to take me out so we can blow off some steam. While we were out, a nice older guy at the bar bought us a few drinks. I'm 24. This older guy was 46. My friends were hyping me up, saying that that's the kind of man that they need in their life. And needless to say, as the night went on, me and the guy left the club and went to a motel room. I cheated on my boyfriend. A few days ago, it gets worse, okay?
Okay.
It gets worse. You know what I'm saying? That's not that bad. That's like regular.
Okay.
Right? What do you think so far? What are you thinking?
Keep going, man. Nah.
You sure?
Yeah, man.
It gets worse. It gets worse. Ready? A few days go by, and my boyfriend took me to go visit his parents for the first time. I had to run to the bathroom as soon as I found out that his father was the man that I slept with in that motel room. It was a complete and horrible accident. I'm devastated by what happened. Now I don't know what to do. I haven't told my boyfriend yet because I'm scared of losing him forever. I know I've hurt him deeply, and I don't know if he'll ever forgive me. I also don't know how to handle this situation with his father. I feel ashamed and lost. I need your advice on how to proceed. Should I tell my boyfriend the truth? I never imagined my life would be so complicated, and I'm struggling to make sense of it all. Please, any advice you can offer would mean the world to me. Thank you.
Wow. Damn, that took a hell of a turn, bro. I didn't see that shit coming. Is he single or is he married? To the moon?
He said he's married. You see, in the letter she said he took her to meet his parents.
Parents, yes.
Go ahead, man. What would you tell her? I'm interested to know what you would say. She also said thank you for being a part of this podcast. She's one of the people that were actually telling me for a long time that I should do a podcast.
Oh yeah, we have heard a thing for this. Well, first and foremost, thank you tremendously for telling him he needed to do this, which translated into we ended up doing it. Big kudos to you for that.
Right.
Yeah, so man.
This is why I
So,
didn't want you to read the chaos letter before the episode.
that's fair. That's fair. Okay, listen. All right. So first and foremost, I wish we actually had you as a guest. Um, because my first thought, because I really wanted to start to unpack kind of why is it that you feel you need to have this person who like protects you or really gives you that such of attention where it's like nah, you're my girl, like holds you and sort of like keeps you like this. I'm quite curious on the backstory on that. I
Well,
think that you have.
I got those answers. You can ask me anything you need to know. I dug deep into
Tonight, I want that first. That's what I want.
All right. So the reason why she likes that type of attention, first of all, you already know I told her that's toxic as hell. That need to go.
Yes,
Okay.
it does.
Um, she out here trying to get her man beat up. Um, it comes from movies. Like she likes those, not Disney fairy tale movies, but like movies like I forgot what movie she used to say. Like, all right, so like Step Up and all that stuff. Whenever
Yeah,
there's like a girl, and they're like, "Yo, back off my girl, homie," and they push the guy back and all that stuff. Overprotective, manipulation is it, but she doesn't feel like it's manipulation. She just feels like that's just the man being overprotective over his partner. And I explained to her that that's actually insecurity because he is not secure enough to trust you enough to know that nothing will happen between y'all.
yeah,
I mean, between y'all meeting the person that's talking to her and her. And she threw my shit out the window fucking with her friends, but that's something different.
yeah,
But that's where it comes from. She feels like that's another level of uh like attraction.
yeah, yeah. It's her way of love and affection, and the person truly probably loves her and adores her by becoming property. Okay, all right. Um, well, first and foremost, I think my first advice is gonna be, I really need you to look at yourself and really understand what it is that you really want in a partner first before I get into the full aspect of whether you should tell the truth or not, right? It's going to play a part. So, first and foremost, you're going to evaluate your own self, or at least have a very close person who's going to be honest with you, evaluate your life decisions, their relationship decisions. Okay. And based off that, we're going to take out what toxic thoughts you think you need in a partner, which is why chances are you're going to find the same exact partner and it will not work out. Second, once we've defined what that looks like, whether you choose a real friend or even seek professional help, either one is fine. Ian is probably your best bet since you guys already have a established relationship. So definitely go to him, highly recommended, right? For him to point that out to you and create that roadmap of who you need to be really looking for. And then once we have this, okay, we get into the situation of the current boyfriend you have. You're worried about completely hurting this guy. Do I think you should tell him? Yes. And the only reason why I started off with defining first is because you are going to lose him. Very, very probably 1% chance you guys are still going to be hanging out together to a point where, you know, you and the father are having a bang bros moment. Like, I don't think that's in the future for you, right? So let's get that out the way, okay? The reality of it is he's most likely going to leave. He's most likely going to be tight to his father, possibly, even though his father has a good credibility to be like, yo, I didn't even know that was your girl, right? So he has some credibility in the sense of, not being too much in the hot water. But you, 1,000%. So you have to be ready to understand that you're going to tell him you're going to lose this guy. But the saving grace is figure out what it is you really need, and you will be able to better find your next person after this, right? Um, because it'll hurt, yeah, but you know what you did, and it's just part of accepting the choices you made. And that's the hardest thing in the world to do. Don't get me wrong, it is not going to be easy, right? You may not even decide to want to take this advice and not even do it. But here's an alternative. You decide not to do it, right? And the father tells him about you because you want to stick around and stay around, and it's still over. And it's going to be even worse because now he heard it from his father rather than you, who had still been hugging up and kissing all over him. So the longer you keep this, it'll be detrimental to him in both ways. Now, not only you, but however long it takes the father to come out and say something, now the father is truly now at fault, and you both are done. And you, just like that, he lost a girl and his father. So if you really care about him in a bigger picture, you'll understand that telling him now is more important if you really give a shit about him, and it isn't just you being selfish. Right? So if you really care about him, you tell him because you want him to still have a family he can support and hold on to at the end of the day, and still have something intact. Where if you let this go, you're risking him losing you and his family. And so making that decision, that's on you 110%. But understand that your choices all have consequences, and it'll be a true test whether you ever really love this guy or not by being able to truly love him, by telling him the truth and letting that play out the way it needs to play out, or deciding to be selfish, not say anything, and let it linger to the point where it does blow up at some point and he loses more than just you. So take that to heart. But it's a judge free zone here. So you gotta know. But yeah, why don't you tell our family what the advice you gave, man?
I gave her a third option.
Ooh. Y'all
Yeah.
both don't say nothing and keep it going?
Um, I told her that she need to get out of that relationship. Okay, I told her a couple of things. One, I told her that she need to get rid of them bum ass friends. Okay, that's one. Uh, because the friends that she went to, they were all single. A person that's in a relationship cannot get advice from somebody that's single. Obviously, like why would, let's say it like this, why would a queen go to a servant for advice on how to treat a king? You know what I'm saying? Like
I understand where you're going with it.
yeah, cool. So let me fine, forget it. Let me change it. Why would a mom go to their daughter for advice on how to treat their father? Right? Like this,
Yes.
y'all not in the same wavelength, y'all not in the same field.
Yeah.
So getting advice from you already knew once she said that she went to her homegirls and they
Yeah.
went out, and I already knew that they was bashing the dude. The boyfriend is cool. He was a cool dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, that was the only thing that she didn't like. She didn't like that he didn't take possession of her.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's like they
Now,
want that manly man. Yeah.
yeah, all right, cool. But seeing the dude at the bar and saying that that dude is the type of man that we want, and all he's doing is buying you drinks, that means your homegirls is materialistic.
Yep.
Right then and there. That's
Yep.
what I told her. I was like, you need to change the circle that you with, because that circle is probably one of the reasons why you develop this toxicity of needing a man to take possession of you in the first place. So that's one
Well,
thing that I told her. Hmm?
love it.
Yep. That's one thing that I told her. That's the first thing. So you need to get rid of them. The second thing I told her, which this is what we don't agree on, I was like, all right, so she was like, yeah, I want to tell him, but I'm so scared because, I don't want him to, leave me and all that stuff. I was like, oh, he going to leave you. But I don't think you should tell him. Because if you tell him you just put a bomb in that house, you just put a big ass explosive in that house,
He's
you're gonna be a home wrecker for real, for real. Because not
facts.
it's not the fact that you're telling him that, okay, I slept with your dad, I didn't know it was your dad, and I cheated on you. It's not that. That's not the only problem. The problem is now you just told this boy that his father is cheating on his mom.
It's facts too.
So
Yeah.
I told her the third option, the option that I told her to do is,
Yeah.
all right, so this is going to be a long term con. She was like, what you mean? I was like, you are going to change the way that you act, slowly but surely. Start hiding your phone, start acting a little bit shady and all that stuff. You going to turn into an asshole and make him break up with you. Don't break up with him, make him break up with you.
Hmm.
Because that way everything is out of his head, done.
Why not just tell her just to leave him? Why not just leave?
Because she would have to have, he's too good of a guy. She would have to have a legit reason to leave him.
She has a legit reason.
That stupid ass little toxic shit is not a reason to leave him.
Yeah, but no, the fact she cheated with his father is the reason to leave.
Yeah, I know that's the reason, but he don't need to know that that's the reason. You
That's
know what
right.
I'm
I
saying?
agree. That's why she
Yeah.
gotta leave. Go. Tell him you moved to Kansas or some shit. God damn it. You
So
relocate.
what are you thinking she should do? She should tell him like, yo, I cheated on you.
No,
What?
no. Tell him, listen, you know what? I realized, you know what? You are not the man I'm looking for. I want someone who's more masculine, who really wants to own me as an individual and makes me feel safe all the time. And you do not provide those things for me.
And don't take no reasoning that he would ever give. Because you know that there's a reply that can come to that. Like, what do you mean? I can be more masculine. Fine, you want me to do that? And he'll start doing it.
And then you tell him, no, you're not going to be able to do it because you're forcing yourself to do it. It's not really you. You're a nice guy. You're a loving guy. Okay. I don't want you to change. Some other woman's going to love that about you. It's just not me. All
Now,
right.
okay, cool.
And leave that
Well,
way. And listen, not for nothing, right? And I just back on that because we just did an episode about friend like support, right?
mhm.
Checking your support system. He's not even lying to you. The fact that they told you just because this dude brought all of y'all drinks that he is the type of man you need, okay? You went for it. Your circle defines a lot from you, right? Like when you're at your lowest point and you go to a circle who has the same ideals and views of yours when your views are not that great and need work, you're setting yourself to fail every single time and you guarantee yourself to fail because when you're at your lowest point, you need someone to help you. You're going to the same people who are also failing. Because chances
Mhm.
that's the exact reason why every last girl that you went out with are single still and will remain single, even if they do have a short term relationship.
Word. So I also told her, like, even if you don't want to get family, just a little caveat. Even if y'all don't want to get, if y'all have that type of friends, cool, whatever. If you don't want to get rid of them, I believe you should. Gang believe you should. But if y'all don't want to get rid of them, fine. If they're still single, don't bring your relationship to them.
No.
Don't tell them about the arguments that y'all having.
Yeah,
Don't tell them about any situation that's going on.
literally.
Even if y'all have a shitty day, the whole day, a shitty week, a whole shitty month, every time your friends ask you, like, yo, how's your relationship? You should just say, oh, no, it's good.
Yeah.
That's it. Because if you tell them, and more, not being sexist, so please forgive me if y'all think I am, more for women than men, because men don't really get influenced by other men that much. But more for women than men, if you tell your girlfriend that, oh, Patrick, whatever, is what, being controlling, and he's like yelling commands at you, and he's making it seem like you're the servant, you're the wife, you're supposed to do this and this, you're supposed to stay in the house. Later on, when you forget about it, y'all made up, y'all chilling, everything is good in the house, and you go out to brunch with your girls, one of your girls will bring up, oh, so is Patrick still being a demanding bitch or something, or demanding asshole? or is he like still like trying to control you? Something.
Yeah.
They'll say
Yeah.
something will come up that will trigger that anger back all over again. And now you go on to argue for what? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Listen, and not for nothing. And this is something I want all of our family to really pay attention to this particular part. If you're a person who goes to friends and you complain or vent to friends, and within your vent process, if it doesn't structure in the sense of what this person did offended me or upset me, but I think some ways maybe because I do X, Y, and Z is the reason why he might feel. If there isn't some accountability on your part when you're venting in that way, you're venting the wrong way to begin, right? Or if you're talking about negative parts of a person and you're not mentioning any positive parts or at least negative parts on your part too that fuel the situation to be worse, then you're setting yourself up to build even good friends. Remember, because the only person they more times than not have to build whatever this character is who you're talking about is only you. You're the creator of the story, you're the narrator, you're the star character, and that dude is the villain.
100%.
So if you're not putting it in true perspective of whatever your flaws is and their flaws is and what they're good at and what you're good at, if that ain't part of your vent process, you should not be venting to friends because friends want to help. It's different to say, oh, listen, he's not treating me the way I want to be treated. He's not protecting me. He's not telling dudes, yo, don't look at my girl's butt. He's not, and you don't follow up with, damn, but he does make sure I got flowers, or he does. Anytime I tell him about something that I want, and next thing you know, he buys it for me. You know, like if you're not giving ways on how he does do you right, you've only painted a negative picture to your closest people of how you should leave him. And they always, by nature, want the best for you. So they're always going to tell you to leave and go find something better.
Mm-hmm.
But it's up to you to tell the full story so they have a full understanding of who this person is that they're not going to get because they don't have a relationship with them. Right? To get the best advice possible. That's really the only way you're going to know who your real friends are. If they're not sitting here saying, okay, but what do you think about, or your friends really know you that well and know some of your flaws, they'll be like, yeah, but did you really ask him about that? Did you really talk to him about that? What did he say? And you have no answers, then those are the right type of friends. That's how you know you got the right friends who are ready to check you to make sure that you're checking all your boxes before you start dumping on another person.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go, family. We just gave you the game on how to find a perfect support system and what that looks like and how you need to be venting in the proper way. Because a lot of people vent the wrong way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You need friends that's going to tell you the truth. That's
You
going to
need
make
friends that's
sure
gonna
that
be
you
real and check you.
word.
No
You
one is
need
perfect.
you
No
need
one.
that checklist, yo. You need that checklist for
That's
real.
right. That's
Because
right.
they got to
You
make
need
sure
that.
that you ain't before we go over there and do this and this to this juice car. Let me make sure you absolutely right though. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. I've been sitting there waiting. So you telling me he don't do nothing for you? He just be
Yeah.
letting dudes walk up and smack your butt? No, I didn't say that. He ain't been nobody touch me. Wait, nobody touch you? Did they push him or like flirt with you in front of him and he ain't do nothing? No, they didn't do that. They just looked. I saw them look back when I passed by. That's it.
He did. Like what? Nah, girl, you crazy. You
They
bugging.
didn't even do nothing to warrant violence. And you telling me you want him to choose violence right away? No. If you want a hood dude, then you go out there and go to your projects and go get you a dude then.
Mm-hmm.
He'll do that all day, maybe. Or you got the alternative. Ain't gonna be no faithfulness. You gonna get it, then the next person gonna get it, the next person gonna get it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you wonder why you would a dude who treats you like property but ain't faithful to you. You know, so Stephanie, the last thing that I'll say on this is this. Please ask yourself, out of every other woman in this world, what is it about you that you believe that makes a man would want to be with you and only you? And if you can't answer that question, you need more soul searching before you start going out to date. Because if you don't know what makes you special and makes you worth being with, you don't have anything to really show.
Thanks.
And nowadays, it's slim pickings. And the only way to get something real, you got to know exactly what you're looking for, and you have to know what you bring to the table that's worth it to that person to keep you. Hands down.
Word up.
So,
I like your answer, Kay. Good job, man.
thanks, bro.
Good job.
Top.
Family, let us know what you think about this, man. Feel free to reach out. Stephanie, thank you so much for sharing your story. It was a blast. It's fun.
Love you, girl.
I'll reach out to Stephanie, see if she's willing to come on episode.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want none of her friends though. Yeah,
Shoot,
you know,
listen,
you already know me.
at this point, we taking clients, man. Bring them on too. We gonna help everybody. Listen, we don't hold back for nothing. Whoever wants something, go get some. Okay.
Right. We gonna have a group session on how to build a support system.
Set.
But anyway, family, reach out, tell us, mark that. Cool. I don't know what the fuck that was.
That was me. The longest pause. This is a fight.
Anyway, family,
Yeah.
reach out, call us 762-253-0813. Write us right into the email bxdynasty718@gmail.com. We're working on getting a better email address, family, by the way. Yeah, we working on that.
Be all insane, I promise.
Yeah. Everything going. I don't know what it's gonna be, but it's definitely gonna be Love and Chaos something. But anyway, just reach out to bxdynasty718@gmail.com. You can call, text us 762-253-0813. It rings on all our cell phones. If we don't answer, you'll definitely get our project manager. Our project manager. And we'll definitely set something up. We love y'all. Love and Chaos. Ian and Kenyon. Peace.